So here we go again with more F2 action. A couple of weeks on from the crazy races that we had in Australia. This time we're in the land of China, as we were for the Formula 1 races this week just gone. You've got Ash in the booth this evening as Yedai makes a very impromptu 360. So we've got 9 runners to start off with. I know there's a couple running a bit late because of various problems with, well, downloading the game. What I am going to do is I'm going to ride with the Stig B what has joined there, so he'll be the 10th runner. I know there's one more to come. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ride on board with the Stig, heading down the long back straight, trying to get some temp into the tyres, as he sort of has a half spin there, and off he goes again. So here we go for a lap around China. Just attack that final corner, get on the throttle, and off you go. Heading down now into turn 1, which just gets progressively tighter. Tighter and tighter, and then all of a sudden you've got to try and hook that apex ready for the second corner, the left-hander, into 3, which is easily flat. Now we're heading down into the hairpin, which you've got to brake really, got to brake for and then attack. He's going to be the fastest so far because he's the first guy on the track. Now the best part of the circuit is the left-right-hander. This is the quickest part. Now the right-hander, where it does get a little bit tight, and then all of a sudden you get a couple of tight left-handers here. Heading round now down to the dogleg part of the circuit. Stig really taking it easy on the first lap. Now it's a long right-hander, which should get progressively more full on throttle, which he has done. Now it's up into 6th gear, and the DRS only hits. Now it's down into 1st gear, the hairpin. Apparently maybe having problems. Now it's into the final corner. And now he's coming over the start finish line. Sets himself a 1:45.3 for an opening gambit. As Yedai is going to be the next one through. He's taking out that marker cone. Now he goes across the line of 45.5. Okay, we're having a bit of problems here, I think. What's going on? I am missing something, quite possibly. Just have a look at Discord. There's a new lobby being set up. Right, so they're starting a new session. Seems like the problems of GT Sport have all of a sudden headed over to F1 tonight, so Just wait for everybody to get into their cars. Oh, now as I believe they say in the old days, it's get your backsides trackside. I will be back in a minute when, well, I suppose when the session starts. I will wait for the session to begin and then be back with you. Right, so now we're just waiting for a car to come out the pit lane, and then we will go straight to that driver. And that driver is again the Stig. He's the first one out the pit lane again. Once they get a lap on the board. So what happened here is, I believe, drivers will qualify for the first 18 minutes of the session, and then everyone leaves the session. So that's basically what happens there. As the Stig is now going on his outlap, Jedi and Super Bounty are joining him on track. They're being some of the first to join him. So I will join in with their laps later on, but again I'll keep my eyes on the Stig because he is the first guy on track. Just while that happens, I'm going, whilst the Stig is just building up his lap, I will check the championship standings. Which we have at the moment. So Ollie is out in the championship lead with 57 points. Yotiosu second on 52. AJ third on 49. Then we've got Yedai on 21, Bounty and Harley on 20, Lika on 19, Rubs and Danny on 18, Robbo on 15, Proctor 14, B-Watt 11, Simon on 8, Stig on 5, and Lavsesh on 3 points. Is now the Stig will... He already had a bit of a cycle lap in the last in the last quali, so I'm expecting to be a bit more aggressive this time round. So let's just see how he goes here. Hello to Ben and hello to Moo on the chat as well. So now Stig is heading round the double left-hander now, the bottom end of the circuit. Heading round. He hasn't invalidated his lap yet. As he now heads into the left-right, heading onto the long back straight. He's taking it very gingerly again. I think he's a little bit more ginger than last time he was on a lap. So let's see what he can produce as the first time. Heading down now to the bottom hairpin. We've got to get your braking zone spot on. He's managed to do that. That's a half decent line through there. So heading now into the final corner. So the Stig sets a first lap time of 45.9, which is a half decent opening gambit. So now the next guy on a lap, I believe, is Jedi. I'll just jump on now. He's heading now down to the bottom end of the circuit. He's heading out down to the bottom hairpin. Takes a nice line and exit. Let's see what he can produce as an opening gambit. And he goes to a 45.3. That's a good time from Jedi. That's a very, very good time. So next is Super Bounty. He has invalidated his lap, as has VR. So the next guy on the lap will be the king of looking after tyres, which is Danny. So let's go on board with him and see how he does this lap, heading down to turn 1. Just wants to bring the car out wide and then gently clip the apex. Just like that. So now we'll head now down to turn 2, easily flat. Sorry, turn 3 and 4. And 5 and 6 are very, very quickly on top of you. Taking a very easy round there. There's a possible yellow flag in front of them. And he tops out. Takes it easy round there. Now he's going to go round here. Nice line. So now he's heading round the back end of the circuit, round the dog leg. He's not quite flat going through the middle of the corner. Well, some people are. Now he's round. Should apply the DRS there. So now heading down the bottom hairpin. We're now heading round the final corner. His first time, he's going to go to a 46.1. Bounty goes to a 47.3. VR, I'm guessing, has invalidated his previous lap as well. There's yet to people. It's time for people to still do a lap. Zolly has just left the pit lane as well on his out lap. Just taking it easy. Doesn't want to take any life out the tyres, because ultimately he might just do that if he's not very careful. So heads around the bottom hairpin. He's just about to start his fast lap now, as Josu is also about to start his. He's on an out lap as well. Even B-Watt, AJ and Nicola as the guys not to set a fast lap. So now let's see if Ollie can go quickly in the first sector of the lap. There's a yellow flag just ahead of him. Just needs to be careful, as I think it's just someone who's slowing up. That's now all clear. So he has gone to the 27th first sector. It's just someone cruising back to the pit lane. There's now Ollie heads through the long left and right for a couple of left-handers down the bottom end of the circuit. Heading around now to the dogleg section of the circuit. The left and right. So now he's going to just put the power on gradually, and he's going to get the full throttle. And then just floor it through the second part of that long left right-hander. Now just a case of keeping the foot firmly on the throttle, and then find a braking point and brake ready for the hairpin down the bottom end. Now he's just got one final left-hander. He hasn't invalidated his lap, so it's all good. And he goes to 45.3, so he doesn't quite topple Yedai yet. So Yedai remains fastest so far. Next guy to settle up will be Josu. See what he does. Yeah, he's gone purple first sector. So now Josu, let's see what he does in the second part of the lap. He goes purple second sector as well, so this is heading towards being a brand new pole position team. But where's it going to be? Is it going to be early 45s or into the 44s for the first time? The lap has been very, very clean so far. VR's retired from the session, so he's happy with his lot. As Ollie goes second fastest, no, he doesn't. He's made a mistake coming out the final corner. Ollie goes fastest. Ollie goes fastest instead of Yedai. It's a 44.6 for Ollie. So that's a very, very good time from Ollie. Hello to Pingu in the chat. Good to see you, buddy. And now we've got Leeka just trying to sort out his session. He's rejoined, so hopefully we'll see him out on the lap. AJ has finally left the pit lane. So he's given himself just one lap. One shot at this. As in now watch Bounty, who's on a quick lap. BWOT goes pole with a 44.2. That's a very good time from BWOT. Let's see if Bounty can improve now into the final hairpin. Oh no, he's invalidated his lap. We're now back with Jota Josu. Heading down now into the final hairpin. He needs to get time on the board. He's just about to. But what's it going to be? It's going to be 56.2. Wow. He's got all sorts of problems now. As AJ is now starting his fast lap. We're right on board for this. Locking his brakes into turn 1. He's managed to get it slowed up. He's locking the unloaded front tyre. It's not the worst I could see. Now he's heading down now. The bottom hairpin. He's gone purple first sector. So he's the quickest guy so far. So now he's heading round. So the next crucial part of the lap here for AJ. As he has, I don't think he's gone purple middle sector. He hasn't had the absolute ultimate middle sector. As now people are going to start retiring from the session. As AJ heads down the back straight, now heading down at the bottom hairpin. Can he grab pole off BWOT? Can't respond as Jota Josu goes second, 44.5. AJ goes second, 44.4, so BWOT is going to nick pole. The only guy who can't do anything about it is Leeka, who's gone purple first sector now as well. So he heads down through the bottom hairpin. So now let's see what he can do through the section. Going left and right. He hasn't set a time yet and he hasn't invalidated his lap yet, so it's looking good for him. Can Leeka nick pole? He's gone purple second sector as well, so now it's his final sector. He heads through the long right-hander. Goes through the DRS detection point. He just needs to pick a braking point and then look to hook the right-hander, which he's done. Now he heads down at the final left-hander of the circuit. It's looking like a good time. He's gone 45.5. He's lost his time in the final sector somewhere. And he ends up only 8, so there we have it. B Waters on pole. AJ is one of the few guys left on the track. He nicks pole, 43.8. Super time there from AJ. Ollie isn't going to improve. Steger's in the pit lane. Danny's retired from the session. Nicola, yeah, I think that's the only improvements we're going to see. So 43.8, and it was on the second part. It was the second lap on those tyres from AJ. Superb time. As Lika has gone for another lap. Oh no, he's gone. He's gone. He's not going to improve from there. He's retired from the session, so just need one more to retire, and then we'll be ready for some racing. There we go. So there we have it. AJ on pole from B Watt, Jota Josu, Ollie, Yedai, The Steak, Danny, Likala, VR, and Super Bounty at the back. So we'll just hang on for the race start. I will join you with the race start in just a few moments' time. Couple of things to point out as well with this, with F2. We've got to use both tyre compounds, and no one can pit in the first 3 laps of the race. So it'll be interesting to see if anyone does the contra strategy, so swapping over and doing a harder tyre run to start off with. Although I'm expecting people to pit in the very first opportunity round here, as this is a bit of a tyre killer, is China. Right, so here we go. 4, 5 lights. And we are off and racing here in China. Heading down now into turn 1. AJ takes a lead into the first turn. As everybody looks to be Clear. Nope, there's quite a few people who started on the harder tyres. Only AJ, Leclerc and Bounty have started on the softer tyres. Heading down now into the hairpin. So AJ is out in front. Jota Josu is side by side with B-Watt. And B-Watt reclaims second spot. Got a yellow flag, which I think is the stick. He's heading off somewhere. Ollie in fourth. Yedai is up to fifth. Fifth spot. Nicola in sixth. VR's kept a steady start in seventh. Danny is in eighth spot. Bounty in ninth, and yet Stig's had a small incident somewhere as he's now down the back. So AJ's he needs to make a break for this as quickly as possible, seeing as he's on the harder tyres. Oh, sorry, on the softer tyres. As B-Watt is trying to break the slipstream of Jota Josu, who dives wildly down the inside and claims the spot. And he claims second place, so now he's up there. Ollie's in fourth, Jedi in fifth, Nicola sixth. As meanwhile Jota Josu and B-Watt carry on their discussion, let's say, over second. But now they've got Ollie joining them as well in the background. So let's see, can a move be made by B-Watt? No, he's a little bit too far back. So now he's got a half second or so gap to make up back to Jota Josu. And Ollie a further few tenths back. Yellow flag in sector 2. Leclerc has spun. Getting himself back on the circuit. He rejoins. So now Jota Josu is breaking away from B-Watt. B-Watt is now having to defend from Ollie as they're heading now into the dogleg on the long back circuit. Hello to you, Mr. Proctor. Good to see you, pal. As now and down the back straight. I think Ollie's just a little bit too far back to make the move stick. He's not really in slipstreamable range. Sorry, B-Watt isn't. That was on the wrong car. My apologies. Super Bounty has made a very good start. He's up into 6th. Danny as well is up into 7th spot. Be interesting to see how these medium tyre runners go as DRS is now enabled. Ollie's just slipping back from the back of B-Watt as go down to Bounty in 6th, who has a bit of a trolley train behind him. He has Danny and VR behind him, battling with him. These three just dropping off the back off Jedi. So we're now looking from Danny's point of view. Keeps on the road. He's just trying to make himself a distraction for Bounty. So now heading through very technical infield sectors. Off somewhere. AJ is off. AJ is off from the lead. He's made an error and he's sliding down now. He's behind Bounty. He's behind Danny. Oh, AJ, why? You silly boy. But it's now going to make for an interesting race. So now we've got a battle up front between Jota Josu and B-Watt. Heading through the final corner, so now Yotoyosu leads BWAT. Ollie is not that far away from in third spot, yet Jedi in fourth. Super Bounty now has AJ for company. AJ will be looking to try and pester his way back past. Oh, he almost went clean into the side of Bounty and he avoids it. Now heading through round the back of the pit. AJ's having a look round the outside of Bounty. Bounty's defending. Can AJ make the move stick? Yes, he can. That's a very good move from AJ in at fifth spot. So just to revisit the battle up the front, as Leclerc has just passed VR for 8th spot, so now Yotoyosu now is breaking away from BWAT in second. Yes, Proctor, you're right. AJ's on the softs, and he needed to break away, and he's now finding himself stuck in the midfield. As BWAT closing, just not close enough. Can it make the DRS range work for him? Is Ollie there in third, Jedi in fourth, AJ in fifth. Will he make for the pit straight away? Nope, he carries on, as does Bounty. As does Danny. Leclerc, will he pit this time? Yep, he's firing straight down into the pit lane and goes into Lewis Hamilton's favourite spot. But obviously without gravel now. So Leclerc will be the first to get on off those soft tyres and onto the mediums for the rest of the race. There they go. And he will get himself away. Off he goes. So Yotoyosu still leads from BWAT. Ollie is in third, so I'm just going to keep an eye on this battle now, heading down the back straight. See if BWAT can keep in DRS range, which I suspect he will, but I don't think he'll be able to do anything with it. Yotoyosu's carrying a bit better mid-corner speed. And BWAT, the DRS is now open. The gap you can just see is visibly shrinking, but not shrinking anywhere near enough. As we've got a yellow flag somewhere that disappears. So then through the final corner, way! BWAT there a little bit short of north in terms of an apex. As Bounty now makes the pit lane. AJ in fifth spot, so he's going on longest of the soft tyre runners. He cannot make these last. These will eventually just wear out. For him, he's hassling Jedi, but he's not hassling him anywhere near enough. But like I said, I'm half expecting these tyres to just literally fall off the back end of a cliff. Now we're heading through the two left-hander. He's making himself look large in the mirror, so I'm going to watch from Jedi's point of view from his rear wing. See if AJ closes up with DRS this time. He's he's not carrying that great to make corner speed. As you can see, the slipstream is closing. There he is down the inside. Makes a move stick. So there we have it. He's now off in the pit lane. So he's made these tyres last 6 laps. This is useful information for the other drivers. AJ there comes out in 7th spot. Oh, there's been an incident. There between Ollie and B-Watt, which has cost them time, and now that's allowed Josie a bit of a clear path now. I was trying to see if there's any damage anywhere. I'm trying to see if there's any front wing issues. Yes, there is. The front wing missing off Ollie, and nothing missing off B-Watt, so I would suggest that there was a move went wrong on Ollie's part. But now B-Watt has DRS and a much better front wing. Ollie tries to defend and defends successfully. So now on the switchback, B-Watt runs wide in the final corner. Allowed Ollie to have the DRS because Ollie was ahead. So he was behind B-Watt at DRS detection point. So now great yellow flag. I've got the stake having an incident, so don't worry about that. So eventually this lot will meet with the medium tyre runners in the middle somewhere who've pitted early on. Bit of a locked break there from B-Watt. Will watch from his perspective, see if he can work his way past Ollie. No, Smalley. How about you go and do some work for a change, like lifting some heavy things or something? Now as B-Watt heads through, long left-hander, he's a bit too far back possibly to make a move. Ollie's trying to break the slipstream. See who's later on the brakes. Ollie's sliding through the hairpin, but again holds his place, holds the line. Heading through the final corner. B-Watt is just a bit too far back. We've got the first pit stop. It is Jedi. It's Jedi, really? He thinks he can make a set of softs go 8 laps. Good luck to him. AJ sets a 46.6 fastest lap. As B-Watt is still trying to find a way past Ollie, and again Ollie is defending for all his worth, but now B-Watt is going to have... No, he's not going to have the line. As Ollie goes into line ahead, corner ahead, B-Watt is trying to find his way past. Can he make his way past? The answer to that will be still side by side, so it's still unsure at the minute. Heading through. Oh, contact. These two have been squabbling like kids for quite a while. Can B-Watt finally get the move done? Let's watch from the back of Ollie. This time B-Watt has the line and the move. Oh no, he did have the move done. He did have the move done, then he's just made a mistake coming out of the hairpin. Damn. So after all that battling, finally getting past, he then has a half spin like that. Whoops. So now, what was battle for 6th, Jedi is now making his way past VR. VR's going into the pits. As we've got Bounty there in 7th spot. Nicola in 9th, and I think the Stig has spun in the pit lane. There he goes. VR comes back out on the soft tyre. Compounded tyre is now Yotiosu. There's a 16-second lead from Danny in 2nd. These guys at the 2nd time are making the strategy work, but it's going to depend on where they come out when they pit. Yotiosu is heading straight for the pit lane. Well, he's going to do his soft tyre now. He's just a master 5-second penalty as well, speeding in the pit lane. Danny heads for pit lane 2. Same with Ollie. B-Watt in 4th. Again the same. So AJ's going to be the first guy on the medium tyres. Let's see where all the other guys work out at. So Yotiosu has managed to get back out in the lead with AJ in 2nd spot. He's going to be quicker. AJ on three lap old mediums, and Yotiosu on fresh softs. It's going to be interesting to watch the gap between these two. This Jedi has come out again in 3rd spot as well. There goes Bounty. He's up to 4th. Danny is shook out in 5th spot. Nicola in 6th. Ollie has regained the track in 7th. He's replaced his front wing as well. B-Watt in 8th. VR in 9th, and the Stig is still circulating. So now Yotiosu's got a penalty, so I'm now just going to go. The penalties, he's got 5-second penalty serve, which right now would only put him 3/10 ahead of AJ, so it's now vitally important that he gets a gap to AJ, otherwise AJ will win the race if he's less than 5 seconds behind. No real battles out on track at the minute. There's only really Danny, who's close to anybody, and he's close to Bounty as AJ sets another fastest lap of the race, 46.3. Through the final corner. Let's see how Danny does. Can he close up on Bounty? There's been a position change as Ollie comes back in. What's Ollie doing? Ollie's just putting the softs back on. So it might be going fast as lap, we'll see. So I'm going to go back to the battle for 5th. As AJ's made another mistake. And it's exactly the same place as turn as the early laps. This time he comes out ahead of Danny, but this time Danny's got fresher rubber than AJ, but that now allows Yotiosu a clear 14-second advantage. Yotiosu 45.7, so now he should look after that advantage from here. AJ having a look into the final corner, and Bounty politely shows on the outside line. AJ with DRS should make the move stick, and he has got past, but Danny is still stalking. Danny trying to go right around the outside of Bounty. Can he make the move stick? No, he cannot. So Bounty keeps 4th spot ahead of Danny. So now AJ has regained 3rd. Can he catch Jedi in 2nd? Jedi, of course, is on younger tyres and he's on the quicker compound, so we'll see if these go any quicker. Yotiosu has made his strategy work for him. Jedi 2nd, so we're going to go back to the battle for 4th between Danny and Super Bounty. Bounty quickly trying to break the slipstream and hugging that inside line, hugging it like a long lost teddy bear. And he's made the defence work. As AJ picks up a 3-second penalty for multiple warns, track limits I presume. As now Danny is trying to have a look at Bounty. Bounty is defending very quickly and then moves back onto the racing line for turn 1. Danny's trying to look around the outside. Just can't quite get alongside enough. As now Danny is pulled alongside Bounty. He's carried on making the move stick, has he? Yes, he has. That's a brilliant move from Danny up into 4th. Bounty very nearly goes into the back of him. As now Danny should be able to pull clear from Bounty. Bounty now. He's now trying to stay with Danny. This time Bounty's got the DRS. And this time Danny's the one who was hugging the inside line. And he stays ahead as well. And through the final corner. So now Danny, can he close to less than 3 seconds behind AJ? If these two work together, they can gain 2 places from. They can gain a place each, and AJ loses 2 places. Let's see. Looks like Danny is just about holding on, but fallen back unfortunately from AJ. AJ is now also closing up on Jedi for second. Yeah, fuck, someone's off, but all's fair in love and war, and we carry on. I'm going to watch AJ because he is rapidly closing on Jedi. Now it's just a second or so adrift. Jedi is defending fresh air. Don't know why he felt that he had to go to the inside line. All he's doing is just costing himself speed. As we now go on to the final lap. AJ is only half a second or so, a little bit further back. Now AJ is stalking the back of Jedi for the final time. Can he make the move? He's looking around the outside. He's done it once already there today, but not this time. So now AJ positively stalking. He's making a lunge. He's not quite alongside enough to make the move happen. And still he doesn't. It's still not happening for him. As Yosu is now heading through the final corner and will claim the first race win. Good job for him. Very well done. AJ has made the move down the back straight using DRS and has managed to snatch second. Heading through the final corner. There's no comeback there for Jedi. AJ claims second from Jedi. But of course with AJ's penalty, Jedi claims second place. Danny is up to 4th. Bounty finishes 5th. Likalev finishes 6th. VR is now coming round the final corner and will claim 7th spot. Good job, VR. Ollie's going to come round to claim 8th. Stake comes round for 9th. And B-Watt comes round for 10th. Phew, that was quite an entertaining first race, that. And of course, the top 8 from the first race get reversed for the second race. No VR, you're not meant to leave the session. So we'll have it. Jota Josu, Nick got the fastest lap. So Ollie's going to start the next race on pole. VR alongside then Licola, Bounty, Danny, AJ, Jedi and Jota Josu 8th. Stig and BWAT will be 9th and 10th. And you're telling me you wouldn't do that, Smiley? Right, there we go. Just had to quickly do something there. Yes, Molly, I figured you would have taken all 3 bottles home. In fact, you wouldn't have got as far as home before you drank them. Right, so here we go, 5 lights. Ready for the sprint race, and we're off and running. As VR takes an early lead, Ollie is going right round the outside of him. Bit of a slide in the midfield as AJ's just working his way through the pack. Jota Josu is 6th, Jedi 7th, and Stig is 8th. Oh, there we go. Ollie's managed to get out in front. Licolau's up into 2nd spot from Danny. One just working their way off track, but now back on it. There's now Jota Josie is trying to work his way through. AJ's up to third already. There, Jota Josie gets past as somebody sailing off track, heading towards Japan, I presume. I think I might have been Jedi. Look at this, it's like the parting of the seas, 3 abreast into the hairpin. Bounty works his way past Jota Josie, a little bit of a nudge. There, Bounty goes down a spot. Danny up into 6th. Then you've got Jedi and BWAT fighting. There's now Bounty looking to work his way past Jota Josie with a little bit of contact. And still watching from the back of Jota Josie. Bounty was trying to practically push him round the corner. Now Jota Josie's lost time to AJ, who is now up the road. So now AJ is in 3rd spot. He's now close up to the back of Licola for 2nd spot. Licola much higher up the field this time round. Heading down the back straight. AJ jockeying, trying to find his way past Licola, but just not close enough to make it happen. Just needs to be patient because DRS comes online next on lap 3, which we are now on. AJ still sets the fastest lap despite being behind Licola. Heading through turns 1 and 2, AJ's trying to stick his nose in and doesn't quite do it. All's fair in love and war, and we carry on. So now AJ's just going to have to be patient and wait for the DRS zone. Now he gaps Licola. Meanwhile, Bounty and Danny re-cross paths. Their fight for 5th place. Keep a watch of that. Watch the top 3 battle. As AJ still trails Licola, but Licola will get DRS as well, being a little bit underneath Ollie's time as well. Which should help him hold off AJ almost giving Licola a Scottish kiss, but they carry on. Heading through the final corner, and now we resume again, ready for turn 1. AJ really tucked underneath the rear wing of Licola. This time he's alongside enough. Will Licola stay with him? He will. Licola is not letting AJ through at all. There is no quarter given. As Bounty's made a mistake. There he is, he's in the gravel. Busy digging sandcastles. He's back round, he's off and running again, so back up to this battle for second place. AJ's just not getting his own way, he's not getting past. Does help Ollie's in close assistance with AJ as Jota Josu goes off stage right. Now this time AJ has a little bit better exit. Mikala gets DRS, AJ gets DRS. It's now going to be the last of the late breakers. AJ's done it. He's through. He claims second spot. And now the next guy to try and catch and pass will be Ollie, who stayed in the lead for some time. So he heads through turn 1. B Watt's retired. B Watt's out of the race, so now AJ's trying to find his way past Ollie. Sorry, AJ's trying to find his way past Ollie. And it's a safety car. We have a safety car. So now then, will someone dare to try and make a stop? If you lower down the order, you could try something a little different. But now we have a safety car, so if you're anywhere from, let's say, 5th or 6th downwards, you could try and make a risk. Yeah, possibly Smalley, but then again, by the time the safety car comes back in, it'll be another 2-3 laps away. That's my only thinking. So now we'll just wait for the pack to be collected up by the safety car, where they're after turn 3, I think, turn 3 or 4. So there we go, safety car gets Ollie. So just to go through the running order, we've got Ollie in front of AJ. In front of Vika, in front of Danny. Jota Josu 5th ahead of Jedi, Steak, Super Bounty, and then VR's AI, I believe. So they're other side of the circuit to where VR is. So now we're just going to have to be patient whilst the safety car just backs the pack right up. So, just waiting for the safety car to come in, and VR is still not at the start finish line yet. Well, the safety car will wait for him, we'll see. At least that'll be VR's AI anyways. Getting closer and closer. Just wait for the message from race control before we get back underway. So you know there's nowhere I think the safety car there would have been a message up saying it would have been coming in this lap. If it was indeed to come in this lap, but I don't think there is. Anyway, so I think we're going to get one more lap. Off safety car running. Still, we wait and be patient. VR's AI is just about caught up. We're still going to have... Oh no, it's in this lap. That's a very late message. It's a very, very late call. So now Ollie becomes a de facto safety car. As now we're off and running. Ollie gets the jump and stays in front of AJ. So now AJ's got to try and find his way past. As Ollie holds on to the lead for now from AJ and Licola. Danny is in close attendance in fourth, and Yotiosu is in close attendance behind Danny. As they now head through the bottom end of the track. Because now Ollie he's got 2 laps where he doesn't have DRS to bother him. So now it's going to be, can he brake? Can he do anything to break the toe from AJ? Is he going to defend early on? No, AJ's gone. He's spun. AJ's had a partial spin. He's back on track, but he's cost himself 3 places. That's a 3rd crucial mistake that AJ's made today. That gives Ollie the breathing room he needs. As now Yotiosu's moved into 3rd, he's moved ahead of Danny. So now Ollie from Licola, from Yotiosu and Danny. AJ still there in 5th. Jedi has the Stag and Bounty in close company. They're just a little bit too far back from Danny to make a difference. Danny is in close attendance with Yotiosu and Licola. see now. Can Yotiosu make a move on Nicola? Doubt it's going to be this up. I think it's going to be next up. Jedi's had a whoopsie daisy. There he goes, he's back round and back run, and the Steger's also made a bit of a whoopsie daisy. And possibly lost from some wing. Now Bounty's in 6th. AJ 5th is closing up on Danny all the time. Yotiosu in 3rd is starting to hound Nicola for 2nd. Into the final corner, we've got DRS on this lap. As AJ just sets a new fastest lap. Yotiosu's just flown past Nicola. Going into turn 1, that's without DRS, so that's a good move there from Yotiosu. He gives himself 3 very important laps to try and catch Ollie for the victory. 2 seconds is possible. So now the next battle to focus on will be Danny and AJ for 4th place. Let's see, can AJ catch up to Danny? AJ having a nose down the inside, but he's just a bit too far back. From making a move on Danny, so he's going to be relying on DRS to give him a helping hand. But Danny is in DRS range of Nicola as well, so in this half a lap, Yotiosu gained half a second on Ollie. As now AJ is going alongside Danny and makes a move. Danny tries to cut back, but AJ has made the move stick and he's now up into 4th. Now him and Nicola will recross paths again for the final podium spot. Yotiosu sets the fastest lap, 46.0. So he sets a new fastest lap of the race. Can AJ now make a move on Nicola? Let's see, can AJ close. Let's see the 2 left-handers. Heading down now to the dog leg. AJ is close enough, but now Nicola's trying to break the slipstream. He's weaving. Yeah, that's a bit close. But AJ gets past Nicola and retakes 3rd spot from Nicola as heading into the final lap. As Bounty gets past the Stig as well for 6th spot. AJ just sets the fastest lap of the race whilst doing that. Meanwhile, Ollie is holding off Yotiosu. Let's see. That gap is coming down. it's going to be down the final straight. If Yosu can do it. Let's see now, going through the double left. It's barely half a lap, standing between Ollie and a victory. Is now Yosu is closing. He's got the gap. Ollie is trying to break the slipstream. You can tell he is. Let's see if Yosu can make the move happen. He's held them off. Heading into the final corner. Oh, he's pushing them round the corner. It's going to be side by side. And Ollie just does it from Yosu and AJ in third. Lika in fourth and Danny in fifth. Bounty's going to come round and claim sixth spot ahead of the Stig. As the Stig, whoa, he's just had a bit of a spin out the final corner, and he's backwards as well for equal measure. As now Jedi will claim 7th spot. Stig comes across for 8th and 1 point. Wow. That was close. And well done, Ollie, for just about holding off. So there we have it, Ollie from Yosu and AJ in third, Lika in fourth, Danny fifth, Bounty sixth, Jedi seventh, Stig in eighth, VR in ninth, and BWAT unfortunately did not make the finish. So there we have it, we've got F1. We've got F1 D3 tomorrow night from Mexico, and then through the week we've got GTS, mixer GTS for D3 and Super Formula before the F1 divisions 1 and 2 through the weekend, and obviously the GTS 1 and 2 through the weekend. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you soon.